Welcome to How to Forgive Yourself Fast, Even If You Can't Let Go of the Past. Let me ask you something. Have you ever lain awake at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling, replaying a moment you wish you could erase? Maybe it was something you said or something you didn't say. Perhaps you made a choice that seemed right at the time, but left you with regret. And instead of sleeping, your brain serves you the greatest hits of mistakes on repeat. You're not alone. Forgiving ourselves is one of the hardest things we'll ever do, and yet it's also one of the most freeing. We'll explore why forgiveness feels so difficult, what's secretly keeping you stuck, and how you can let go without erasing the lessons. We'll use stories, guided reflections, and practical tools that make forgiveness not just a concept, but a practice you can feel working in your daily life. So take a breath. You don't need to do this perfectly. Just listen and let's walk through this together. Chapter 1. Why Forgiving Yourself Feels Impossible. Here's a little story. Years ago, I missed a job opportunity because I didn't send an email. I procrastinated for just one day, and the next morning the role was gone. For months, I carried that weight. Every time I thought about trying again, my inner critic whispered, "Remember the email? You can't even handle the basics." That's the trap. You see, forgiving others is hard, but forgiving yourself feels impossible because you can't escape yourself. You carry the past inside your head, replaying it like a badly edited home movie. Psychologists call this rumination. It's the mental habit of circling the same memory without moving forward. And rumination is exhausting. It makes you believe your past mistake is your permanent identity. But here's the truth. Forgiving yourself doesn't mean forgetting. It means breaking the loop. Chapter 2. Pain points we all struggle with. Let's shine a light on some common struggles. Scarcity mindset. You convince yourself that happiness is used up because of your past. Procrastination. You keep delaying growth because deep down you're punishing yourself. Perfectionism. You demand flawless behavior as if that will erase old errors. Limiting beliefs. You think forgiving yourself is impossible, so you never even try. Pause for a moment. Ask yourself, which of these do I wrestle with most? Just naming it is powerful, because the moment you see it, you can shift it. Chapter 3. Guided Reflection. The Scar Notebook. Here's a little exercise. You don't need to write it now, just imagine. Picture a notebook in your hands. On the first page, write down one mistake you've been punishing yourself for. Don't pretty it up. Just write it plain. Now flip the page. Write one sentence beginning with, "This taught me." You'll notice something interesting. The mistake hasn't vanished, but the meaning has shifted. The scar is still there, but scars aren't open wounds. They're proof of healing. Chapter 4. A Fresh Angle on Forgiveness. Here's what makes this audiobook unique. A lot of advice says, just move on. Be kind to yourself. Nice words, but not helpful when your chest feels tight with regret. So let's reframe forgiveness. Instead of trying to delete the past, think of it like upgrading software. The old files are still available, but they now run on a more efficient system. You don't erase history, you update how it functions in your life. Forgiveness is a software update for the soul. Chapter 5. The FAST Framework. This is where we get practical. The FAST Framework helps you move through forgiveness step by step. F. Face the facts. Be honest. Name the mistake without sugarcoating it. I forgot the deadline. I hurt someone I care about. Clarity is lighter than denial. A. Accept your humanity. You are not a robot. Mistakes are baked into being human.
and humans grow through mistakes, not despite them. S. Shift the meaning. Instead of, "I ruined everything," ask, "What did this moment teach me?" Reframe regret as a lesson. T. Take new action. Forgiveness sticks when you take one step forward. Apologize, set a new boundary, or try again. Action closes the loop. Take a breath with me right now. Inhale, exhale. Imagine one mistake you've been carrying. Apply fast to it. What would each step look like? Chapter 6, Storytelling Break. Let me share another story. A friend once told me she spent years replaying a breakup, convinced she had ruined her only chance at love. But after working through self-forgiveness, she realized the breakup wasn't proof of failure. It was proof of courage. She had loved deeply, learned about her needs, and was willing to risk vulnerability again. That shift didn't erase the past, but it gave her a new future. Today, she's happily married, not because she forgot the breakup, but because she forgave herself for not being perfect. Chapter 7, The Inner Critic as a Security Guard. You know that harsh inner voice, the one that never shuts up? Think of it like a badly trained security guard. It yells at everyone, tackles the wrong people, and causes more chaos than protection. Instead of firing it, retrain it. When it says, "You're hopeless," you respond, "Actually, I learned something priceless." Every time you reframe the critic, you're teaching your brain a new script. Chapter 8, Guided Pause, Mirror Talk. Let's do a quick practice. If you're listening in a quiet space, close your eyes for 10 seconds. Imagine standing in front of a mirror. Picture yourself as you are now, but softer, kinder. Say silently, "I forgive you. You're still worthy." Notice how it feels. Even if it feels awkward, let it land. This is how reprogramming starts, one small phrase at a time. Chapter 9, Common Forgiveness Myths. Let's bust some myths. Myth 1. Forgiving yourself means you're letting yourself off the hook. Truth is, forgiveness isn't a free pass. It's freedom from endless punishment. Myth 2. Forgiving means forgetting. Truth is, you'll remember, but it won't sting. Myth 3. I need closure first. Truth is, closure is optional. Forgiveness can begin now. Chapter 10. Spiritual and Psychological Layers. Here's where psychology meets spirituality. Psychology says forgiveness calms the nervous system. Spirituality says forgiveness reconnects you to grace, compassion, and resilience. Together, they free you from survival mode and move you into growth mode. Think of forgiveness as both medicine for the brain and nourishment for the soul. Chapter 11, The Long-Term Benefits. When you forgive yourself, you reclaim energy wasted on regret. You stop over-explaining your past to others. You show up braver in relationships, knowing you don't need to be flawless. It's not just emotional, it's physical. Studies show self-forgiveness lowers stress hormones, improves sleep, and boosts immune health. Chapter 12, Rituals for Lasting Forgiveness. Here are a few daily practices. The 2-minute mirror talk. Each morning, affirm forgiveness aloud. The friend test. Ask, if my best friend made this mistake, would I hold it against them forever? Probably not. Extend that same grace inward. The written release. Write yourself a letter of forgiveness, then tear it up. The symbolism is powerful. These are simple, but when practiced daily, they rewire the brain. Chapter 13, Closing Reflections. As we wrap up, remember this. Forgiveness isn't about time. It's about a decision. The moment you decide, I deserve peace more than punishment, you begin. The past doesn't vanish, but it changes shape. It becomes part of your story, not the whole of it. Repeat after me. I am not my mistakes. I am the person who survived them. That's your anchor. That's your truth. And as this audiobook comes to an end, carry this title with you. How to Forgive Yourself Fastest, even if you can't let go of the past. Let it remind you not of what you've done, but of what you're becoming.